Have you ever had a date try to get you for all of your money on the date? Well, guys, it's story time. Welcome to Jensen's. All right, guys, so I was talking to some friends of mine, and they were like, Vario, I want you to tell us a story about when you were dating, when I was out in these streets. So, okay. So this was a couple years ago. Mind you, I'm married, so this has been a few years back. And I met this girl online. We talked maybe a little bit on the phone or something. And one night, it's like Friday night. The whole day had gone by. I had eaten, I had done whatever I normally do downtown. And I'm at home chilling, sitting on my couch, just got really comfortable. About to Netflix it. Then I get this message from the girl saying, hey, I'm around the corner from you. Why don't we hang out for the first time? Now I look at the clock, it's like 10:45. She goes, hey, I can be at this restaurant that I know is kind of across the street from you, which was at the time was called Lux Bar. Why don't I meet you there and then we'll hang out? I was like, yeah, but I already ate, I just kind of came in. She goes, just come and hang out with me. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'll come hang out. I already ate, but I'll certainly come and hang out, right? No big deal. It's not like I had anything to do, and the restaurant was literally across the street, so no big deal. So we get there. We meet. I don't know the girl's name, Tasha or something. Nice to meet you. We're hanging. We're eating. So the person comes over. He's like, hey, what do you guys want? So I order a single beer. Mind you, I don't even really drink, but I just wanted to have something just so it seemed normal. So I was like, I'll just take a beer. Cool. So then he asks her what she wants. She orders like this entree, like some sort of steak entree. Cool. So then we're talking, we're wrapping it up, we're chopping it up. Then she calls the waiter over. You know what? I also she wanted like this dessert, like another entree and something else. I'm like, okay, you kind of hungry for 11 o'clock at night. I don't know where that's all going. All right, let's see where this goes. So we're talking, we're kicking. Now, mind you, she's a pretty cool girl, or woman, I guess I'll say. She was a grown woman. She's a principal at some high school in the area. So well-to-do, educated, kind of knows what she wants. Cool. So here's where the issue kind of got a little bit fuzzy. So I'm looking at all this food. I'm looking at so like most guys, I'm sitting up here looking at my one beer, looking at this whole platter of food she has. She has an insane amount of food. Now this isn't even a big girl either. Not to say big people eat a lot, but she's this tiny thing. It's 11 o'clock at night. She ordered like this huge pallet of food just for herself. Me and my one little beer. I'm looking at the beer. I'm looking at her steak. I'm looking at the beer. I'm looking at them shrimp. Or like my granddad had to say, scrimps. Anyway, so I'm staring at it. I'm like, okay, now I'm getting excited about this date. I'm not excited that, something special is gonna happen or that, anything frisky is about to go down. I'm getting excited because I wanna see what this woman is gonna do at the end of this date when this check comes. I wanna know. And yes, ladies, guys do this. We're over here plotting and planning, and we're thinking about, okay, now what is gonna happen at this point in time? Because she said X, Y, and Z, or she did X, Y, and Z. This is gonna be interesting. Because make no mistake, we count our money. We loves our money. I'm out here like Big Perm from Friday. There's principalities in this. One thing I do know is I count my money. So, count my money in my head. I'm counting all the things that this could possibly cost. I have no idea. And didn't even look at what the menu is, but it's a nice place. So bam, check comes. The person sets the check like right next to me, or you know how they have it vertically in the card holder thing. They set it kind of in the middle of the table. Okay, it's getting close to 12 midnight. I'm looking at checks. Okay, so then guess what she does? I'll be right back. I gotta use the restroom. And the restroom is like up the stairs, so it's like on the second floor. So you get off the table, you can get away from the table and you walk up the steps. So she goes up, and as she's walking up these damn steps, I'm thinking, this smells like a setup to me. Something about this just doesn't pass the smell test. For you lawyers out there, you guys know that it's the smell test when you write a brief. You gotta see if it really passes muster for the court. So I'm looking at this, I hope she's not about to do what I think she's about to try to do. So I'm like, she thinks that I'm gonna pay for this bill, and by the time she comes back, she's gonna be all the way winning. Full belly, doggy bag to go home, feed, maybe her dude, or maybe, they always date some broke dude on the side that they really love. Anyway, so I'm thinking about this food, how many families this food is about to damn feed, and how big this bill is about to be. I looked at the bill. Listen, the bill was $107. So I'm looking at this bill, right? I'm thinking, oh, I can't believe I can come down these damn steps. I just need to see what's gonna happen when she get here. I'm excited. I don't know what's gonna happen. So she gets down. She sits down, and now mind you, I haven't touched that damn bill. I put the bill right back where it was when she left, so she didn't know I even looked at it. So we keep talking for another few minutes. I'm trying to see if she's gonna reach for the bill. I'm trying to see what's really going on. So I'm like, okay, she's not gonna touch it. I'm not gonna touch it. So we're gonna see if the waiter comes back and kind of, you know how they put a little bit of pressure on you to, oh, I'm sorry, you don't have your card in, I'll be back. So she gets back, the waiter comes back, does a little, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't even look at the bill, give me a brief moment. So I open up the bill. Now, mind you, I already know how much is on this damn bill. I open up this bill, I look at her, I said, well, it looks like our bill is our bill. Keywords, baby. Got to use those keywords. Well, it looks like our bill is 105. I think my bill came up to 585. And you could tell she was surprised that I wasn't about to pay this. Now listen, I'm gonna let you guys in on the secret. Now at that time, I was probably 32. So I'm in my 30s. I have been dating in Chicago. I've been dating all my 20s. I have never been simping on my pimping. So I've been through every kind of date. In my 20s, now mind you, 20-year-old me, 25-year-old me, who doesn't know any better, who isn't kind of jaded by, how people try to run game on you. That person would have never asked her to pay that bill. Never. Because I was raised as a gentleman. I was raised to pay for bills. If I ask you out, I'm paying for it. It's not really a big issue. The other thing is, I have the money. I'll never go to a restaurant where I can't buy and eat anything that I want, and vice versa to the other person. So it wasn't a matter of the money. It's a matter of the principle. Speaking of principle, of course, she's a high school principal. So it's not like this is hopefully not some broke chick. So anyway, I hand her the bill. I said, hey, we can do X, Y, and Z, whoop-de-whoop, but mine is like $6. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I apologize, but I can't pay for this, for us just kind of hanging out for an hour or however. I really didn't even know how to even phrase it, because it was just like, I've never had to tell somebody I'm not paying for something. That's the first time I've ever really kind of had to do that sort of thing. But she looked at me. You could tell that she was kind of surprised, and they don't want to go in that pocketbook. Oh, there's one thing they don't want to do is touch that pocketbook. I was like homeboy from Mr. Weatherspoon, Craig's dad. That's my pleasure. Listen, I was so excited in my heart and in my head to make her pay for that bill because she was trying to get me. Like, that was foul. I don't know what you guys think. You put it in the comments, but you tell me if you think that was the right thing to do, was try to fit me with $100 and some bill, and I paid for a $5 beer. And I told you I already ate. We went out to dinner at 11 o'clock. Why would you? Now here's the crazy part too. She didn't even offer to give me any of her food. She could at least maybe guilted me into something if she had offered me some of that food, in which case you can make an argument that, hey, I ate off of it too. Maybe you would have had a better argument to have me just be boo-boo the fool. But not this time. So sorry for you. It did not work out this time for her. So she ends up, I put in $10 and she pays for the stuff, right? And then we leave, and you could tell she kind of had an attitude. So then she sends me a text message later that day, or I'm sorry, that night, or maybe the following day, I can't remember. But she said, it was, unfortunately, I thought it was a little bit offensive that you didn't pay for the bill. The man that I date would have paid for the bill, blah, blah, blah. She tried to make it seem like she was the victim in this. You out here victimizing my pockets. So, needless to say, that date didn't go so well, and I dodged an incredible bullet. So there's some definite lessons to learn from this. So when I met my wife, she and I had a conversation. This is maybe a few dates in or whatever. And one of the conversations we had was her philosophy on going on first dates. So her thought is, whatever the man orders, she should in turn order something within the realm of what that was. Now, obviously, in this case, I just ordered a beer, so maybe for her, maybe one entree or something like that, especially with it being so late. But you definitely, ladies, for sure, this is 100% bulletproof. Order something within the range of what the man is ordering. And because if there's one thing that completely turns us off, is if a woman does not respect our money and our wallets. If you show that you have some sort of decency and some sort of even just consideration or empathy for the person who's treating you out, choose a meal or whatever, just show some empathy. Don't order 5 bottles of wine or 5 glasses of wine, and then your meal was 20, but you just ordered $150 worth of glasses of wine. Come on, that's a little bit much. And then that it downgrades you, because it lets us know that you don't really respect us. You may not even like us. This is just she's ordering a bunch of stuff that she would have never ordered if it would have just been her sitting here eating by herself. This is all for me to pay for. So please respect other people's money. And when my wife told me that was her philosophy, is just be mindful. She'll never go anywhere that she can't pay for any and everything she wants. But if somebody else is taking her out, you absolutely want to be mindful to maybe their range or what they can afford. You just want to be mindful and courteous. It's a matter of courtesy. It's not a matter of being cheap or I should be able to order whatever I want. I get that, but keeping it within reason is a matter of respect, and it'll make us respect you more. Now, you guys tell me if I'm wrong. Now, I have never in my life turned somebody down for paying for a meal, but you guys have to tell me. Am I wrong? Was I wrong? I feel bad. No, I don't really feel bad about it. But was I wrong? Because maybe somebody else can learn from this. Another young man can learn throughout the course of their dating life. Or maybe a young lady can learn that's a good rule to go by. Order within the range of what the other person is ordering. So if they order one beer or one drink, you order one beer, one drink, or one drink, for example. But you let me know. I just had to stop and answer my friend's question tell you guys about at least one crazy date I had when I was in the dating world. Have a great day. Be good to yourself and be good to others. Thanks for visiting Jensen Genius. Hey guys, if you enjoyed this brief moment of story time or these life lessons, like, subscribe, and I will keep more coming. Drop some comments in the comment section. Give me some ideas. What do you guys want to hear about? What sounds good? What's an issue that you want to talk about? Let's do it. Like, subscribe, share. Appreciate you.